Welcome to Lillian's Gardens. Leave a comment, like and subscribe to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to multiply a yucca plant. Yuccas are succulent desert plants with bold, sword-shaped green leaves and panicles of bell-shaped flowers. They're evergreen plants and are much loved as indoor and outdoor decorative plants. Two more reasons to have a yucca plant are: it efficiently gets rid of toxins in the air and it is hardy against drought and snow. You can make new plants from your existing yucca by the following two methods. 1. Cutting a leafy branch, or 2. Cutting the main stem. 1. Cutting a leafy branch. Check your plant to make sure the branch you will cut is thick and firm. The leaves should be green and fresh. If not, water the plant thoroughly and wait for a day. Check your plant and decide which branches you will cut and which you will leave to carry on growing on the stem. Check below these branches, as they often have a root already growing in air. You want to avoid damaging this aerial root. This is a chance to look for pest damage in the form of brown spots, excessive sun damage in the form of yellowing tips on your yucca leaves. Also, look out for softening of the stem, which will be as a result of water damage from soggy soil. And then you would have to cut off any portion of the stem that is soft to touch. Check and make sure your yucca leaves are growing round on all sides, not crushed against a wall. Have a thoroughly watered, drained pot of soil ready for each yucca cutting. You may use a range of soils. Just ensure it is a fast draining soil, as yucca dies in soggy soil conditions. Use a sharp knife or loper to cut the leafy branch off from the main stem. Cut off the number of branches you have prepared pots for. I'm cutting 3 today. You may leave your yucca cutting for 24 hours to callus over. This is optional, but it's best if your cutting is small and slender. Take each cutting and prepare it for planting by using a pair of scissors to cut off about 6 to 10 of the lowest leaves to expose a bit of stem. Cut very close to the stem. Don't peel the leaves back, as this will make the plant rot when you plant in the soil. A bit of stem. Cut very close to the stem. Don't peel the leaves back, as this will make the plant rot when you plant in the soil. The branch grows out of the main stem in a curved way, and you can see, but you need to plant it and ensure that it remains upright when you put it in the soil. Have a look at the aerial roots already forming on this cutting. It looks red. It's great that I didn't cut it off. Make your cutting neat using the scissors. Now, stick the little stem in regular potting soil that has been watered. Yuccas love soil that drains freely. Dig a hole in the soil and bury the entire portion of stem you just exposed on your cutting. Make it about 5 to 8 inches deep. Pat the soil right around the new plant for support. Make sure it remains upright to avoid a curved stem. Keep this plant upright because although it is curved, don't favor the curve. Put all the curved portion into the soil and let it grow only the straight portion out of the soil. That is how you get a straight yucca plant. I'm going to trim the other 2 cuttings now and plant all 3 in their individual pots. I now have a stump which I can cut to grow a new start. That is the second way of growing yucca. Take newly potted plants to a shaded portion of the garden. After 3 days, their leaves look stressed and limp. That is expected. Now, water the soil. The original stem is now a stump which can be cut and stuck in the soil, and it will produce new branches with leaves in about 3 months. The stumps may be planted 1, 2, or 3 per pot as you wish. The 3 plants have been here for 2 months now, and obviously they have started growing again because you can see the leaves are now turgid and vibrant. I moved them to a sunnier place to increase their growth rate. It is important to note that the yucca at this stage is still quite delicate. Do not expose it to too much sunshine because the roots are not so much developed. The plant is already aware that it is going in the positive direction of growth, but the roots under it are really quite few. You need to be very careful with exposing the yucca to sunshine in the first few months of its life, even though the leaves are looking alive. After 2 years, the plant will look like this, and there are swellings at the base of the stem where new plants want to bud. The buds have now grown into leaves, and I can see 5 new branches, which will make 5 new plants on their way. I will let it grow for another year and then trim off the 3, leaving 2 on the sides. Pests like snails would go up and down on the yucca leaves. They don't cause significant damage, but you may just want to take them off your plant. This is one good reason to grow your yucca indoors or in a conservatory. Moth and butterfly larvae cause brown spots on the leaves. These are the ones you want to look out for. They can be found on the underside of the leaves. I take them off and leave them on the ground for the buds. That is how you multiply your yucca, to stop your plants getting too big for your space or to create more plants. I hope you can create new yucca plants now. See you in my next video, and bye.